I can't believe how long it is since I last put a video up on YouTube, but in my defense I have been inordinately busy. Right, now to get on with this. This is the new Janome MBX program. If you have purchased the Janome digitizing software MBX, or you have the upgrade from Digitizer Pro version 3 to MBX, you will have received a training DVD from Trevor Conkergood. In the training video, so I believe, because I haven't seen it, you will have been told what all the tools are, what all the icons are, and what all the menus contain. So I'm not going to go over that ground. What I will tell you is Trevor does offer a subscription-based bi-monthly lesson online, and it's well worth signing up to if you are a new MBX user. I myself run a digitizing group on Yahoo, unlisted, and it's by invitation only, and that is for people who've got Embed or Digitizer Pro, Digitizer MBX, and I do them lessons. Okay, on with this now. Because I don't intend looking at the menus and I don't intend looking at all the functions for the different tools, all I'm going to do is use a single tool and a couple of the functions in the program to show you how easy it is inside of Digitizer MBX to create a quick, easy, either a quilt block or a line design to put into the center of a cushion. So I'm going to go here and show you that I've got the MC11000 chosen with the square hoop. These two are very important. Inside these filters are your machines. Now I actually use an MC10000 version 3, and my biggest hoop for that is 140 by 200 millimeters. It wasn't really big enough for what I wanted to do. But I also own and use two industrial embroidery machines, and one of those has got an 11.93 inch hoop, square, 500 millimeter hoop by 350. So I can do big designs in Janome Digitizer MBX. I could do them in Digitizer Pro version 3 simply by going and saying Other, and then going into my setup work environment and creating a hoop for myself. Okay, now I'm going to go to Image and I'm going to bring in my image, and it's not in that folder, it's in this folder, and this particular one is a BMP, so it's shown it up immediately. Normally I would ask for all files, and then I would go through my list of designs and pick one that I wanted. WMFs, if you use Windows 7, no longer show up, which is a bit of a pain in the neck because WMFs are, or were, Windows' own image files, and they were great because you could import them as pure vector, even though Digitizer Pro version 3 translated them into bitmaps. But this one I've already translated into a bitmap, and I got this from a place called multimedia.org. I'm going to be very naughty now and waste a lot of time in the video. I do have one little quibble about Windows 7, and that is the fact that it gives me a big preview window, but it doesn't give me a big folder menu. Okay, if you go to multimedia.org, and I will give you the shortcut. Okay, it's full of pages like this. Now at first glance you'll probably wonder, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Well, all these make motifs. They also make the most beautiful quilt blocks instead of using boring old stipple, which everybody uses. It's been done to death and I hate it. I see beautiful quilts made and then they've used stipple, which the world and its brother uses. And there are 120 of these sheets and they are covered in designs that you can use for digitizing. So I would suggest that you go along and you download them. And it wouldn't go amiss if you were to donate, even if it was only a couple of dollars, because you're getting 120 pages of images that you can use in your digitizing software. And maybe at first you can't see a reason for using them, but you soon will as you get better, and you'll think, well, I need a so-and-so. And you come into these pages and oh yeah, I can use the scroll from that, and I can use so-and-so from that one, and I can use so-and-so from that one. And you've got an infinite number of possibilities. Now, look at these. These are lovely if you were making quilt blocks. And they're also different. There's no feathers. There's no stipple. I honestly cannot begin to describe how much I dislike stipple. As I say, it's been worked to death. Now, the particular design I am using, I should be coming to soon, if I haven't already gone past it. Nattering. Was it on the one before? No. Those are all squares. That's not this sheet. That's the particular design I am using. Now on this page alone you've got 2, 4, 6, 7, because this makes up another image, 8. And you've got designs which will join to make rectangles. And all this business just shows you that's the design. This is how you can repeat it to end up with a complete design. Okay, and this is where you get it from. Now I haven't fathomed out how to put up a hot link on YouTube. This is the address. In between the S and the ornament there is an underslash. You can't see it too clearly here. So scribble it down and go and visit the site. Download the 120 sheets, and it will take you time, and use them. And maybe even donate a couple of dollars. Okay. Do I want to save changes? I'm going to tell that cancel. I'll show it you again later. But I'm going to close this window, and I'm going to close this. 120 sheets of possible designs for free. You don't get an offer like that very often. Right, this is too big. So what can I do? While it's got its black handles on, and I don't resize by using the black handles, I go into Object Details, Dimensions, and I'm going to tell it, well, we'll try 80. No, it's still too big, 214. So we'll try 70. This is percentage of the original design that I brought in. So I want 70 on the bottom box. That gives me 182. And there is the design centered in my hoop. And it's just perfect. Now ignore this inner line. Ignore this line. They're not there to be digitized. They're only there to show you there is a demarcation. So I'm going to digitize this 1/8 of that whole pie. And I'm doing it as a line design.